YouTube. Welcome back, YouTube family. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope your week's going good. Anyway, as you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to continue our breeder series, and this is the last of the 3 parts. And we're going to be talking about my 2 favorite recessives and why I'm doing it together and why they're so closely connected for me right now. It's Desert Ghost and Axanthic. So a lot of you who are old-time watchers of my videos would know that my favorite recessive, or the one that got me into ball pythons, is Axanthics. Back when I first got into ball pythons, back in 2000, 2001, that was not a thing. I didn't really see them. I remember seeing a pieball for like 25 grand. You know, back then I just had normals. The idea was just try to make babies, see if I could reproduce. Came back into the hobby, walked into a reptile show, saw all these different snakes and thought they were all fantastic. And I saw Firefly Axanthic and thought, holy smoke, now that's a beautiful snake. Knew I had to get in the project, knew I had to try to make it, have a video on it. You can go back in my YouTube channels, see some of my old stuff and why they inspired me. But one of the things I'm going to talk about real quick, and we won't linger on it too long, and some of the other breeders talk about it, and big breeders do it. I just happened to get in that direction before I even popping off on projects. You got to learn to evolve, and you can't get stuck that because you've made a decision, that decision must be rooted and you have to live with it. Very early on, I started purchasing snakes, doing things, pushing Axanthic, started seeing what a Desert Ghost Axanthic looks like. I'll post a picture. Let's see if I can put it right here. See how good my skills are. But if it's not there, it's somewhere. This is a Milbrandt production, the picture I'm using. But then I was blown away. And what it ended up doing was making me look at what Desert Ghost did. And originally it was what genes, codon genes, can I put in Axanthic Desert Ghost? And I quickly realized I was falling more for what Desert Ghost did than Axanthic did, as far as broadening. Now, haven't gotten rid of a single Axanthic. I own every Axanthic I've ever purchased. I am still pushing forward in that, but my horizon has really broadened to the DG. My Axanthics have kind of, I know I'm still going to shoot for a Firefly Desert Ghost Axanthic, but if many of you who watch the channel know how I feel about Desert Ghost and how many other breeders feel about Desert Ghost, it's probably the hottest gene in ball pythons, and rightfully so. And the only reason it's not hotter longer than what it's been already is because of the other gene, the desert gene, which has a stigma on it for those of you who don't know. The desert gene has a thing where females cannot reproduce. So it became a dead-end project after a lot of people invested into it, and the name of the Desert Ghost gene, I think, is the contributing factor of why it was so delayed and not pushed forward. But they're 2 separate genes. The desert gene's a dominant gene, maybe, but has a breeding issue, and the Desert Ghost gene is a recessive that doesn't have those issues. So anyway, I got into Desert Ghost and just started picking a bunch up. And if you've been following the ball python market, like I do, if you're just one of those guys who scours Morph Market and watch trends and prices, even if you're not watching them, it's just a reaction of watching how much snakes are going for. You know the market has gone up, and that is one gene that has drastically gone up. The price in which I bought my hatchling females from, I guess we're about 14, 15 months now. The price of just a pastel het DG has more than doubled. Not tripled, but doubled and some for the same snake. So there's no secret about them. Everybody knows they're good. I'm glad I got them when I got them. I'm mad I didn't get them before I got them, just like everyone else in these projects. But now we're going to deep dive in, and I'm going to show you what my plans are. Like I said, for me, small time kind of breeder, just getting in. I've invested a good amount, not a crazy amount, but we're building blocks. These are my first brick going into it to build up this structure, this monument of what I want PER to be. The end goal is way up there, Washington Monument High. We're on the ground level. And ball pythons are a practice in patience, but it's easier when you love what you do. That's why you hear a lot of people say, if you get into this for the money, you can make money. But you got to have that passion. You got to get up excited to clean snake poop and to have those misses and to deal with rodents and to all the stuff that's not the cool part. And when you love the animals, it's easy. If you're watching this channel and you're a breeder, you know, like, the ends justify the means. This production of snakes, these making of animals, the joy they give you, I sit holding them all day, the joy they give me makes it so much easier. So, let's look at this first layer here. My ground floor. What are we going to be planning to go with? Alright guys, the first one we're looking at here is Jack. He's a proven breeder for me. He is a VPI Axanthic, 66% het G-stripe. See if we can see him. Get him in the light. Hey bud. So let's see if we can just... He's going into shed, but... So he's going to look more brown than usual. Not the highest expression, I've shown him before, but when you definitely compare him to other snakes, you can definitely see the Axanthic. It's a stud breeder. When you hook him up to females, he'll go to anything. Always hungry, so I have to monitor his food. I got him to like 1,600 grams, had to slow him down. And hopefully going into the 2022 season, we'll hope to prove out his genetic stripe, and here's where we'll show you where. So that's Jack, VPI Axanthic, 66% het G-stripe. This wonderful girl, beautiful disposition, she's so nice and calm, is Gale. Gale was one of the Gaelic gods, and so I went with Gaelic for her. You can see her tones, but she is a genetic stripe 100% het VPI Axanthic. So if he does prove out, we're looking at a 25% chance to hit Axanthic G-stripes. And whatever we don't hit on will obviously be 100% het for the one we don't hit on. So excited for that. I wish she'd show you her head. I don't know why she's being so shy. Can you see her? Without me blocking the light? Oh, she's going pink too. Of course, everyone wants to shed during these videos, but you can see Gale. She's so pretty. Very good disposition, never struck, very curious. Love the striping. Right out of shed, she's so bright. I wish I'll have to update my Instagram so you guys can see her when she's out of shed. But Gale, and the other girl he's going to is being honest here, is a Craigslist pickup I picked up. And you've seen babies if you've seen my channel before. But she is Linux. And she's a het red Axanthic, 100% het VPI. When I purchased Linux, she was told to me, it's possible. The lady told me it's possible, but I don't work with that gene, so can prove it out. But, you know, and it proved out for me. I was super excited, and I kept back a 1-1 het red Axanthic. So that one there is Jack and his two girls. Those are the two girls he's going to go to. So next one I'm going to show you, let's look at these handy dandy notes I took, is T'Challa, my desert ghost male. Yes, I named him after Wakanda from the comic books. Not the movie, but still none the best. If it was the movie, I'd name him Chadwick Boseman. Anyway, this is T'Challa. He is just a desert ghost male. He's doing great for me. Picked him up, I guess, over a year now, I think. Yeah, a little over a year. Probably almost coming up on a year and a half. He's a little bit over 1,000 grams. And he has actually locked for me with Persephone, which, if this focuses, you can see, is a black pastel het desert ghost. And I'm banking on the fact that she is building. They have locked twice already. She came this voracious eater, knocked herself up to 2,100 grams. All of a sudden kind of told me, okay, I think I want to slow down on eating. So pull this tub up, and not too much, see if you can see her. Beautiful black pastel. So there already have been some, so if you want, you can look up the black pastel DGs. But you can see her, get a good look. Beautiful girl, look at that side pattern. And I'm sure in DG this is going to look fantastic. Will definitely be some holdbacks. I got to keep these back, got to keep this foundation going. Keep progressing, keep moving forward, keep working on that monument. And the other one he's going to is this chunky looking super pregnant girl who has locked up twice with him as well. It's Isis, my mahogany albino. So looking for mahogany double het albino desert ghost. Don't think I'm going to be going the albino route. And in truth, after she lays, I'll probably sell her. We'll see how space goes, but albino is not one of those things I Want to shoot for. I got her. I don't regret it for 1 second. But Mahogany Desert Ghost, obviously my favorite codom. I got to get into my favorite recessive. And hopefully, you know, in the future, shoot for some Suma DGs. So we'll see what happens. All right, and the last boy that we're going to look at is M'Baku. Now, believe it or not, and I don't know if you can see, because I feel like there's definitely some het influence in Desert Ghost. But this boy right here is my chocolate fire het Desert Ghost het Azanthic male. I picked him up September of last year, so just over a year. And he has already been locking for me. Good kid, about 800, 850 grams. Kind of on a little break because he went off of food a little bit, but we're going to look at the females he's been locking to. So he's been locking to 2 females for me. First one, my most excited pairing of the year right here, is Shuri. And she's my double het Desert Ghost VPI. So she's a normal looking girl. See if you can see her. She's super shy. She's not like me to mess with her at all. Not the friendliest snake in the world, but that's okay. We still love her. And she hopefully will give us first-time breeder. You see how thick she is right there. That's why I'm pretty sure they did what they needed to do. She'll be our first chance at a 1/16 double het or double visual Desert Ghost Azanthic with chocolate and fire in the mix. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. Excited for this one. And the next one is Jill, one of my original snakes that I've gotten to watch grow up and hopefully will be a mama soon. She's a wonderful girl. Let me get out of the light, guys. I feel like I'm messing up the visuals here. She is a pastel Azanthic. Once again, looking really brown. And the yellow, we'll work on lighting, guys. I apologize for the lighting, but you can see her head there. She's looking a little thick too, right in this area. They have locked once, been paired twice. First time nothing happened. Last time they paired, and that was, I guess, a month ago now. Yeah, 15th of last month. So hopefully we'll get some chocolate firefly Azanthic 50% het DGs. I'm not in love with the 50% het game, but it is where we are, and I got to take that risk. And if it proves out, no one will complain. And if it doesn't, hopefully I still get some strong het DGs. But yep, Jill, pastel, and Azanthic. So that's pretty strong. So now we have a couple girls hovering around 800, 900 to 1,000. Well, they're all 900 to 1,000, really. And these 3 girls will be waiting for a male. So I will most likely be attempting, well, we'll show you the girls first, and then I'll talk about what I want to do. So this little girl was the one I got from Canova a while ago. And this is why the pastel just looks so crazy to me. But this is a pastel het DG. She is just over 1,000 grams, about 1,020. This one is Ao. She is super deep in shed, but she is a yellow belly het Desert Ghost, and she's about 980 grams. She's just behind, we'll call it her sister. And this is Nakia, my leopard pastel het DG. She's the slowest one of the bunch, but not that slow. She just hit 900 grams. She was the heaviest for a while, but she's hitting that wall, I think. But super excited. Yep, and we'll talk about right now my plans for them. But the last one we're going to look at, who's the smallest, she was actually one of the last snakes that I've purchased. She's at about 600 grams. And that's my Fire VPI Azanthic. I think she looks great. Fire seems to almost be a must. She looks fantastic for just a Fire Azanthic. So she probably won't be going unless it's late next year. But we're not rushing them. You guys know how I feel about that. But those are all of them. And let's talk about what we're looking for. Alright guys, so you saw the girls. Now those last 4 girls, the 3 het DGs and the Fire Azanthic girl, talk about what we're looking for with them. The fire xanthic one is up in the air. We're gonna see what I make. She could be ready when one of my breeders' eggs males are ready. So in other words, I may have her boy in the rack. Depends on what what we get and what we hold back and how things shape out. The three other girls, my strategy right now, what I'm trying to do is, I have these hatchlings, and that money is being put to the side when they sell to buy what will be for PER a powerhouse male. Now, powerhouse male, what does that mean? If you're new, you're like, what does that mean? It means different things to different people. So I'll give you my definition. My definition is something that's going to push me and propel me farther ahead that my stock couldn't do by at least 2 years. So in other words, a whole generation. And so for me, I want a visual desert ghost male, but I wanted to have at least 2 codoms, and ideally, if we were being serious, even another recessive in him. I want desert ghost and everything, and clown and pied and all of it. I think I can't go wrong. But with that, what I want to say is, I will probably be attempting to find something with desert ghost. My criteria are: I don't want the male to have spider. You guys know I don't mind spider in 1 or 2 female, selectively females, but I don't want to have to propagate spider throughout my collection because it's going to a powerhouse male and I'm breeding 3 females to it and end up with a bunch of spider. I don't want that. And pastel, I'm on the fence. If the price is right and the other genes are right, I would take pastel. But ideally, 2 of them already have pastel. And I'm not that excited to make a bunch of super pastel desert ghosts. Just because they're already out there and I want to push the envelope on new things. Dark genes, things like that. Ultimately, I'd like a mahogany male, but I'll probably be making my own mahogany het, and that will be fine. So I really want to go and look for other genes to kind of put in there. I still don't have OD, maybe something in the yellow belly complex. I'm not sure. Maybe asphalt, because I like freeways more than highways. Maybe some of the other dark genes, GHI, things like that, but combos. So that'll be on the horizons. That's what I'll be looking for, trying to get that powerhouse male in here to help me with those 3 girls to really push the Desert Ghost project forward. And if I'm lucky, super lucky, because it's going to cost a good amount, maybe there's some combo visual axanthic Desert Ghost male that somebody will be looking to get rid of here sometime soon, because I'm looking to purchase this male probably no later than March, so that he's, and hopefully not a hatchling, but hopefully when they're ready, he'll be ready, so looking for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about the lighting. I'll try to get it fixed. It's actually early in the morning for me when I'm recording this, so the outside window didn't really offer much light. But hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think I should be adding, and just what your thoughts on Desert Ghost Axanthics are. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, perfectly_engineered_reptiles. And just stay with us in this journey, guys. Look forward to hearing from you.